Alright, so we have an upcoming tournament. It's the Team OTP tournament, where the restrictions were that we're playing 2250 point lists with a 500 point army supplement list that you get to bring in as an allied force. That could be from any book. I'm playing today against Mark. We are doing my vampires with a vampire allied list versus his vampires with a Warriors of Chaos allied list. Unfortunately, I didn't get there in time to put down the big green mat. We rolled off Dawn Attack, so we'll just kind of go over Mark's list here. So onto this side, we have a unit of 5 dogs. He put all his characters into this big bunker of Graveguard, where we have 2 Carrion Wraiths, his level 4 Necromancer, White King BSB, and then another White King in there. Right behind that, he's got 21 zombies, Nurgle Chariot, Terrorgeist, unit of 5 dogs, another Terrorgeist. Oh, sorry, he's got his 40 ghouls here, and then another Terrorgeist, and his Demon Prince. And again, his Dawn Attack, the dice rolled where we had to put down. So on my side, these 12 ghouls are part of my allied forces. That's the 25%. There should be 13. But yeah, that's my 25% of core. And then I won't do this again, but that little vampire that's in the corner is also part of my allied forces. But here's a big block of my Graveguard with my level 4 Necromancer and White King. I think I'd go over this again. I'm having to redub this due to the sound. But yeah, there's my White King BSB and a level 1 Necromancer in that unit as well. So I got my 48 skeletons, 3 Vargheists, 30 zombies, 13 ghouls, dogs on the far left, zombies, Terrorgeist, 2 units of Spirit Host, and another unit of dogs on the side. So we're just going to figure out who vanguards, and then see who gets the first turn. Alright, so Mark got first turn. Vanguards just not really much, just kind of moved some dogs up. Terrorgeists kind of flew into the middle and flew off to the left side. Demon Prince came back into the middle. Things just kind of moved up. We found out that that's a Blood Forest. Those ghouls can't march anymore. He moved his Carrion Wraiths and his Necromancers back into that unit of zombies. Magic, nothing happened. I stored 2 dice, he stored 1. That was essentially Mark's turn 1. Alright, so we're off to my turn 1. I only had 1 charge, and it was these dogs into his dogs. I needed an 8 and only got a 5, so they failed. Just kind of moved everything up, these Cryptors up a little bit. I moved my Necromancers out of there into this zombie unit, leaving my Death Wizard still in that Graveguard. Terrorgeist kind of flew in the middle, Vargheist flew up to the right side, dogs just kind of moved up a bit. In the magic phase, I got his scroll out as this Death Wizard tried to snipe out that Terrorgeist, and he scrolled it. We both stored 2 dice in the parry up, and we are off to Mark's turn 2. Alright, so we just finished Mark's turn 2. His dogs charged down the hill at my dogs. Terrorgeist flew forward. His other Terrorgeist flew up. Demon Prince came across. Everything else just kind of moved up. Chariot repositioned himself. Dogs and ghouls started walking up. In the magic phase, nothing really happened. He raised a unit of zombies in that forest, and in the Terrorgeist screamed off, killing 10 ghouls, and he killed 2 dogs. I killed 2 dogs. He ended up winning by 2. So we're off to my turn 2. Alright, so we just finished my turn 2. I charged my ghouls into the side of his dogs, and charged my Spirit Host into those zombies, and my Vargheists charged into his dogs. In the magic phase, I raised a unit of zombies right there, and my Spirit Leech on that guy got dispelled again. So in combat over here, in shooting, sorry, Terrorgeist screamed off his Terrorgeist. All sorts of goodness happened there. Did 6 wounds, killed him. Ghouls finished off the dogs, and I just reformed. Over in here in this forest, my ghosts only won by 1 combat. My Vargheist killed the dogs and only overran 3 inches, and I really needed to get out of that charge arc of that chariot. and the ghouls. But yeah, that was my turn. So we're off to Mark's turn 3. So we just finished Mark's turn 3. His charges were the Graveguard into the zombies, Chariot into my Vargeists, the Terrorgeist flew over there, Demon Prince into my ghouls. In the magic, and then those ghouls tried to charge my Spirit Host and failed, but still got to move 6, so maximizing his movement. And the magic phase, he did Spirit Leech. Not Spirit Leech, Gaze in the Gash on my Terrorgeist, total powering it, doing magical feedback, hurting his own Necromancer, and losing the rest of his dice. In the shooting, his Terrorgeist screamed off my Terrorgeist. That Demon Prince killed my ghoul and overran into the dogs. In here, my Spirit Host did 4 wounds, killing 4 more zombies on top of that. The Chariot did impact hits and killed off all my Vargeists. And over here, we haven't done that combat yet, but those zombies all die horribly to Graveguard. So we are off to my turn 3. Alright, so we just finished my turn 3. My charges were the Skeleton Block into his Graveguard, my Spirit Host into his Chariot. That was eventually it. My zombies kind of reformed, thinking about going to that building. Over here, Terrorgeist came over. In the magic phase, I had 12 dice to his 5, I believe. Because I had my Black Parry up stuff. I did a Death Knight, killing his Terrorgeist with Spirit Leech, losing the rest of my dice. I tried to do a 12-inch bubble heal to heal up my Terrorgeist from my level 4 Necromancer. Failed that, which then when I tried to scream at that Demon Prince, I only did 1 wound. And that really sucked. I needed to do more. And in that combat, my Spirit Hosts wounded him, but his armor saved it. And then there, he killed my dog, getting a hit point. And these skeletons had the Banner of Swiftness, and I only needed a 5 to get into that combat and couldn't make it. So I'm really disappointed about that. And so we're off to Mark's turn 4. Alright, so we just finished Mark's turn 4. His charges were Graveguard into my Skeletons, Ghouls into the flank of my Spirit Host, and his Karen Wraith into my Spirit Host over there. And his Demon Prince charged into my Terrorgeist. In the magic phase, I used my Dispel Scroll on his Raised Dead, because he rolled pretty high, and then he got Hellish Vigor off on his Graveguard. In this fight, I ended up losing by 1. But my BSB negated it. In here, I hurt his Karen Wraith. He hurt me. My BSB negated the difference. I think I lost by 1. In here, his Graveguard went to town and murdered my skeletons. There's only 19 left. So they need to hold out for 1 or 2 more rounds, which is not going to happen. And over here, the Demon Prince did 1 wound. I ended up crumbling to death, and so my Terrorgeist is gone and his Demon Prince is free. So we're off to my turn 4. We just finished my turn 4. My only charges were these Graveguard into the flank of these ghouls. That was it. But the rest of my movement were moving my zombies around, just kind of running away with them. And moving my dogs up, which are just kind of not doing anything anymore. In the magic phase, I cast Curse of the Years on those Graveguard, and then I tried to do a Spirit Leech from here into his Karen Wraith. He dispelled that, but then I got a 12-inch Van Hell's Dance off, where it affected everybody, and what I did was I moved my zombies into the building, and then spent the other 8-inch from my Necromancer to run into that building, which I was a little upset about because I forgot that monsters can still thunder stomp in buildings, so I might still not be safe in there. Off into combat, my Graveguard just did work on those ghouls. There's only 8 of them left. With a reroll the hits and everything on the flank. My Skeletons died, only killing 1 Graveguard with my reroll the hits. And I killed that Karen Wraith with my Spirit Host, and Chariot's still there. So that's the end of my turn. So we're off to Mark's turn 4. Alright, so we just finished Mark's turn 5. His Graveguard charged my Graveguard's flank. His Demon Prince charged my Necromancer unit in the building. And his zombies just moved up. And in the magic phase, he just dispelled Curse of Years, and that was essentially it. In combat, my Spirit Host beat the Chariot. The Chariot fled, but then took 3 wounds from going through the difficult terrain, and it took 1 wound from my Spirit Host, so it died. In here, I ended up losing combat by 8. That 1 ghoul's in a challenge with my Necromancer, so now my Vampire and everything is stuck there, which kind of really sucks. And up there, I ended up losing by 6. So we are off to my turn 5. Alright, so we just finished my turn 5. Spirit Host just kind of moved up. Everything else is in combat. So we went to the magic phase essentially right away. Necromancer healed up some Graveguard and healed up some zombies, and I cast Van Hell's Dance. Now, this combat was so messed up, we asked everybody around us how it was going on, because that Necromancer is fighting that ghoul in a challenge. That ghoul was in the middle of the unit, and he would have to make way to me since I issued it, but I didn't have to move to him, so then they were fighting alone before I got flank charged. But now my Necromancer's blocking his guys, and my guys can't make way because they're in base contact with another enemy model. So right now we just have the challenge going on, and nobody else is really fighting in here. So we're just kind of hoping that either one of our guys dies, and there's just a wonky fight. So we're off to Mark's turn 6, and hopefully one of our guys die. So we just finished Mark's turn 6. Demon Prince charged the building. In that fight, I just ended up losing by 6 again. I'm still sticking around. But in this fight, his dude killed my dude, and I killed him. So then his Graveguard got to swing after, and I couldn't make way with my Vampire. So I only have those 3 guys left. 2 of them are characters. And Curse of Years went off, killing some more Graveguard. He forgot to dispel it. So we're off to my turn 6. So we just finished Vampire Count's turn 6, mine. The only thing that happened was I raised up some Graveguard, Van Hell's Dance, and then my Vampire issued a challenge in there, fended off a killing blow with my ward save, did 2 wounds. But then the kicker is that I only have 9 Graveguard here, and it's a unit of 36, so that's only 25% of that unit, and he gets 50% of the points. So he gets 200 points for that unit, and he beats me by 140 points. That's the difference. So that 1 Graveguard just cost me the game, as it brings him into that little extra point. And Demon Princes are hard. So thanks for the game, and thanks for watching.